And what rest in our class we will see another things that you already know. We use count and Sumif some average formula here to find out some data. And first what we have to do for though we can use formula, some formula we can find out count, countif, Countblank, but one thing, if we name all column, all range name as a heading of column name, then we can easily solve this problem in a better way, and which you all of you know. So what we have to do, we have to use name function of Excel, and you already know what is name in Excel. So first we can freeze it. Then what we do, from ID 1 to 97, this column will be known as ID. From and this column will be known as, this range will be known as item range. So every column will be named as the heading. Then there are different ways, but in a simple way we can name each individual columns by using a simple commands. Just select all things also from heading, and then go to formula, and from formula you will see a defined name group. From different name group, create from selection, and here you see top row already selected. Just click here and then see this easy example what we did here. Just sum, and for if you click F3, if you click okay, just sum, then total, and already we name it total as total. Just click, and just we don't need to drag this thing from here. You don't need to do this, because why? Because we already rename it as total, and you just select this thing, you can also see the same thing, the same total name. So what we do, what we will do in this chapter, in this class, first we find out total count. What actually count do? Count find out the number of cell that contain values. Count okay. So in Excel 2007 we can use F3 to find out the name, but here is something different. Okay, so just click counts, write count, then press, then total. Okay, no values because we don't write total at all. And total, then just see this 96 cell containing value, and then use Counta. Counta is something which is different from count. Use same thing, CUNT Counta. Just click here, then tab, then first bracket, then total, and you will say total. Just okay, 96. Then Countblank, and Countblank, use equal, then count blank, then again total. Okay, total. So no value. Why no value? Just use this thing. Then just see there is 2 cells that don't contain any value, and that's why it is counter. So you see, this is a problem about count and counter. For this problem, you use this here count. Then if then use Control Shift, no value at all, or use item description. Okay, no, then use the same formula again for Counta, just Counta, and you will see magic. That is 96. So now what I want to do, I want to find out values, find out the number of cells that contain PC mouse in item description. And for this region we use Countifs. So just for Countif, use Countif. Then you know, just see the range. And what is range? That I already described in your class. So our range name is item description. Then just see the criteria. After range, just see comma, and then criteria. For criteria we use desktop or PC mouse. Okay, press enter. No PC mouse. Why? Definitely there is a problem. So there is a problem where previously we just we give a space. Now click this space. So by this way we can find out other thing as well. We can find out desktop PC, desktop CPU, keyboard, and other things by using the same thing. First, what we have to do, we have to write formula Countif, then item description, that is our range, that we have name before, and then comma, then for finding PC mouse. And you know, this string for this region we have to use a double quotation, not quotation. Then find out another thing, that is use Countif to find out. And Countif basically use one conditions. Count is for sales region we want to find out east. Okay, so just see by the same way Countif only use one single thing. Then what we want to do now, we want to okay, just see the formula. And what we want to do, we want to find out a number of cells that contain east region as well as PC mouse. And here there is two conditions, just number of cells, number of cells region, number of cells that contain cells region as well as PC mouse. And here contain two conditions, and for two or more conditions, for in counting purpose we can use Countifs, and that is plural, Countifs. And what we have to do, we first write the cell criteria region range 1, criteria range 1, that is sales region, then comma east, then okay, this is our first criteria, first range, and then this is a criteria 1, then comma, and another criteria is item description, that is our criteria 2, item descriptions, and comma. And what you want to find out, PC, number of cells that contain east as well as PC mouse. Okay, just enter, and just if we click here, it's so okay, fine. And by this way you can solve all types of problem. We can find out other region as well. If we can change other regions, north, we also see the changes. We can change here, and what we have to do in your next class, you have to find out all data. Then come to another thing, that is sum. And sum is something different. Sumif, you all of you know what is sum. Calculate the cell, and what you know what is sum. And what we do, we find out the same thing. Cells region north. What's the total of cells region? What is the total amount of north cells? And here is condition is total north cells from. So what we have to do, use sum if, not sum if, then use a range, that is cells region, and then comma, what is the criteria? Cells are for east or north, okay, then comma, and there is some region, and what you want to sum. And we know in total content unit percent. So if you manage to find out the cells of north region, then what you can do, you can use this thing. And so as well as you can use filtering, and then first range, and then criteria, and then sum range. And sum range name is total. Just click write down total, and you will find this. Okay, and there is the amount. And same thing, another thing we can do as well, that is average. Same, what is the average cell of north region? Then what we can do, you can just copy this formula and change this formula name as average if. So there is a problem, average if. Okay, then this is average, this is the total amount, total north cell, and this is average. And you can find this thing also from clicking here, here, then this is the average. And another thing you can also do, that is Sumif. And like Countifs, Sumif also use two or more condition. You can, if your manager asks you, find out the cell, find out the total amount of cell of PC mouse of each region, then this is two conditions. We can use two or more conditions for some regions. And what is the formula? Like just see, equal sum ifs, then first, this is something different. And first what we have to write, we have to write the total cells sum region, that is total. Then criteria 1, and what is our first criteria? Cells, from cells region find out the east total cell, then write the name of east, then again comma, and then another condition is item description. From item that be PC mouse, PC mouse. Okay, enter, press enter, and this is the amount of cell of PC mouse in east region. So here's two conditions, and that's why we use Sumifs. Like Sumifs, we can also find out average if. Same formula, just change Sumifs, and then Averageifs. Again same problem. Okay, this is all about today's class. Please give your assignment at the right time.